Get the devil!
Dream back to it, spread all the family. So crisp and crunchy takes a trip. Everyone loves wide awake. Dan talking crap. A lot of crap to talk. Atlantic Ocean is widening due to geologic forces under Earth's crust. The World Map requests an expanded world prayer widens the Atlantic at the edge, not the Pacific. Widens the Atlantic as the edge, not the Pacific. Requested that around the map of the world, world expansion take place. Not in the Pacific, the Atlantic Ocean was the border, and the north and south bit. World expansion is possibly happening, appears to be happening. According to Godvogue, enough expansion is now happening for an Adamite Noah community to return to Earth. They would be returned to the current land territories of Earth. God will return the whole community and give them to pray. The effects of such a large community praying would work quite quickly. This appears to be feasible. I accept this idea. I'm not capable of making that idea happen. I accept it. If it happens, I accept it appears to be what is possibly going to be happening. Stuff like that. God saying that he'll get on with it should mean that things will be soon noticeable on this issue if it's really happening. The recent vision of heavenly A&M appears to indicate this is what is possibly now happening, or it might have just been God sharing with me what congregational members of the Advancing Our Movement in Heaven. Interesting crowd of them hanging around a big sort of facility, a big building, and that's the A&M people of heaven, some of the A&M people. Pretty cool people. I've not claimed to be in charge of the A&M. I've claimed to be the founder of the A&M, and I've claimed to be the chief of doctrine of the A&M. The Kate, Adam Sefinosh, Cain Mahal Jared, Enoch Methuselah Lamech, Noah. The Kate are the executive board of the A&M. They're the ones mostly in charge, and they serve God on that issue. The head fellowship internationally of the A&M is the Canberra Fellowship. The national heads or overseers are the superintendents. The Canberra Fellowship loosely has the international superintendent, just loosely the Canberra Fellowship. Each A&M pastor is a person of God primarily responsible for running his congregation. Man should be ruled by law, not by the whims of man. Some of the ideas of Daniel chapter 7. Daniel chapter 7 is just a dream. There is potentially no factual resurrection. Potentially it's just a myth. But maybe there will be. My parents' return to Earth is being processed. That's another argument which God is making at the moment. We're not allowed to buy in places where the All right, that's a separate issue. God teaches that the A&M assemblies in heaven are the people that follow me, but they are not eternal people. That's one of the arguments as well. He argues a lot that eventually that life ends. God teaches that the prophecies of the book of Daniel had their surge of strength many centuries ago, but will not be completed and are finished. There is no real resurrection. My parents return to earth is being processed because I have rights, because I've lived forever on earth. That it's being processed, they return to earth. But these teachings appear to be potentially the Archangel Michael's teaching, what he's trying to whisper to me, and he argues damnation of heaven constantly. They are potentially not true. I argue that the Bible is supposed to be the correct theory and that Daniel's prophecies are correct, but they can be intervened upon and the wrath of the fourth beast diminished and diluted. I argue that the manifestation of the Adamite Noahide community on planet Earth becomes appropriate and acceptable when there are enough eternally growing structures in place to support them. This is currently underway and quite well developed. Soon enough manifestation is acceptable. God generally supports this idea potentially. At the moment, November 2023, it's a busy time in heaven with new creative works for the Adamite Noahide community happening all the time based on the core knowledge which is being developed on planet Earth by myself. It's about legal rights. You don't get to develop rights, product and copyright in heaven unless there's a product on Earth which is served on that knowledge, unless you have a community on Earth which is doing something for you. I am doing something with the original Adamite Noahide community of mankind. Other people aren't officially in the community. Christians are part of the church. Jews are part of Israel. They're not part of the Rainbow Torah covenant of mankind. They're not part of it. Christians aren't part of that. Muslims aren't part of that. There are very few Adamite Noahide people. I suppose this is probably Doctrine 2 or something like that.